Hello and welcome to another episode of my guitar channel. Now, I'm pretty convinced that guitar channels in general are suffering. I don't know why. I suspect it might be something to do with the YouTube adverts, which I find absolutely frustrating. They just stuff them full of adverts, and I'm convinced that some of these adverts are just fake to try and push you onto the paid service, the premium service, because they're so annoying and intrusive. They're timed exactly where you don't want them to be, and I think it puts a lot of people off watching. They get so frustrated with adverts they just turn it off, and they don't even like the video. But I've found that my viewing figures are absolutely plummeting. So I suspect that quite a lot of the YouTube guitar channels are suffering the same fate. I'm sure there's a lot I could do with production values. Maybe if you have any ideas, you can comment below, like and subscribe, about what I can do to make this channel more entertaining for you. I've tried to provide information about pickups and sounds of equipment that I've bought. I've not been sponsored for anything. I did get £4.99 from the people who made the offset bridge, which, thank you very much. And YouTube left me with £2 and 2 pence, and I can't even withdraw that until it reaches 60. So I think I'll keep my day job, thanks very much. So I'm not doing this for money. I'm kind of doing it to entertain, well, myself, because I quite like editing, and hopefully the people watching, so you can hear what the gear sounds like. You know, completely unsponsored or unfutzed with EQs and compressors and so forth. I just go for a very simple recording with a microphone in front of an amp and trying my best to get the sound that I hear in the room. So this video is about the Fender Deluxe Reverb reissue. Now, I've had mine for quite a while now. It's down there in front of me, and it's in a brownie finish. This is a limited edition one. I think it's got a Jensen PQ12 or P12Q or something in it. It's got a special edition speaker. Sounds very good, but I had to do a couple of things to it. In fact, I got time travel audio in Edinburgh. Actually, they're in Leith, if you want to be pedantic about it. And they fixed it, and they did a fantastic job. I highly recommend time travel audio for all your valve amp needs, because they're experts. Stuart in particular is an absolute expert when it comes to this stuff. Now, the amplifier had a couple of issues, some of which needs pro work, some of which you can actually do yourself. Like, it comes pre-wired for 230 volts. So all of the voltages inside the amplifier are artificially elevated for no reason. So it needs a couple of the little spade connectors swapped over to 240. That's probably best done by a professional. And I got them to put in a proper opto roach for the vibrato instead of the crappy IC timing circuit, especially the power supply that sits right next to the main transformer. The Fender do this because Europe stopped them using the roach because it's got cadmium in it, a tiny wee piece of cadmium. so they have to put these two boards in, an IC timing circuit and its power supply, just because of this cadmium. So that's Europe for you. So the Stuart removed that and put in the actual roach, a little black thing with two legs out each side, and it provides the light on and off for the opto vibrato circuit. And most importantly, he put in a pull out, push in bright cap defeat. So this takes the bright cap out of the circuit when you pull it. Actually, no, it's the other way around. When it's pushed in, the bright cap is out of circuit. When you pull the volume knob of the vibrato channel out, the bright cap is put back in circuit. Now, this is a really good thing to do, because when you buy a Fender Deluxe Reverb reissue, it's got the bright cap in it, as do all Fender Deluxe Reverbs. Later amps, the bigger amps, had the bright switch that you could defeat yourself on the front panel. But this one, it's built into the circuit, and if you play with a distortion pedal at lower volumes, it just becomes really screechy and high end, and it lets all of the high end through, and it makes your distortion sound terrible. So this is a good mod to do, putting in this, this switchable bright switch, or just chop it out. But I found that with Gibson guitars, it actually helps. A little bit of definition on the note with the bright cap in. That's how Fender made them with the bright cap. Of course, if you wind it up to 10, effectively the bright cap's out of circuit anyway. So it's like a treble bleed for a guitar. So it lets all the treble through all the time. But the ratio of all the other frequencies compared to those treble frequencies changes as you move the volume pot up. So at minimum, say at 2, it's mostly treble. It doesn't attenuate any of the treble frequencies, in other words. So I'll do a little demo using a Gretsch guitar and let you hear the effect of the bright switch. See if you can hear it. See which sound you prefer. I highly recommend that you do this to your Fender Deluxe Reverb, a push-pull pot on the volume knob. Now the other channel, the normal channel, doesn't have it, so you don't need to worry about it. But you don't get the reverb in the traditional 65 Deluxe Reverb. I think the 68 model does, so you don't have to do that. But I'm talking about the 65 Deluxe Reverb reissue. So see what you think, and like and subscribe. As I said, you know, small channels suffer massively because people don't like, the YouTube algorithm doesn't pick up on it. It's a hateful thing, really, this YouTube push, this algorithm that tends to sort of, what happens is that all of the channels, it's like Amazon. All of the channels eventually become Amazon, and it's all you have. So all you're going to get in future years is all the big ones, you know, all the big YouTubers, and they're going to get plied with free gear, and you're just going to get an endless stream of all this new stuff coming out that you don't need being advertised by all these big YouTubers. So that's what you'll get, unless you support small creators. So I urge you to like and subscribe and see if we can get the channel some more views. Cheerio for now. you.